This is part 2 for your grade 7 hand sewing project. So you're going to take your pencil and I want you to mark where your eyes are going to go. So you're going to push that pencil through your paper pattern onto the wrong side of the fabric. So make one mark where the eye is going to go, like so. And then we're going to push our pencil through where those dotted lines make a triangle. So I like to do it at the top and at the bottom and then just connect the lines. Now you could use a tracing wheel for this. I prefer just using a pencil. Connect those lines together to make a triangle, like so. And then we are going to mark where the X is. Remove your pins and you can see all the markings that we made. You're going to repeat this on the other side body piece. Now grab your instructions. Let's look at step 1 together. Pin one pair of your fins right sides together, stitch along the fin as shown, using the whip stitch or the back stitch. You are going to use the back stitch for this, leaving about 1/2 centimeter seam allowance. I'm going to grab my highlighter and I'm going to highlight back stitch so we all do the same. So grab your fins. 4 fins total, you're only going to stitch 2 together. So remember, the pretty sides are your right sides. We're going to match up both of our right sides together. You can remove the paper for this. Actually, you will need to remove the paper for this. Line them up. The edge with the triangle, we're not going to sew that shut because we will need to flip this right sides out. So line up the edges as much as possible, and then you're going to need to pin along that curved edge. Now, just like the instructions say, we're just going to use the back stitch. And remember, our stitches should be about 3 to 4 millimeters. Find your matching thread. We're going to thread our needle. Yes, you will still need a piece of thread nice and long. So try that fingertip to fingertip, one wingspan. Thread the thread through the eye of the needle, tie your double knot. Now we're ready to start sewing. So it doesn't matter from the back or the front side that you start this, because this is going to be the wrong side anyway, because we will flip this right sides out. So take your needle and we're going to start back stitching. Once you get to the end, you will need to anchor stitch really nice and tight those stitches into place so that they hold. Once you have that, you are going to flip your fin gently, right sides facing out. repeat for the other fin. All right, once you have the other fin done, flip it right sides out. Oh no, I have a hole. I'm gonna show you guys how to fix this without taking all your stitches out. All you'll do is grab your needle and thread, make sure you have a double knot, and you're just gonna sew over, making sure that you catch both fabric pieces and close the hole up very carefully. So no need to undo all the work you've already done. Again, make sure you anchor stitch it so all those stitches hold in place. Flip it, make sure it looks good. Okay, we're in business now. All right, step 2. So we're gonna transfer our dart markings onto the pattern, which we've already done with our pencil. So what you're gonna need to do is take your side body piece. We're going to fold our triangle together, our triangle marking. You're going to need to pin this together and do a back stitch along the edge here where our markings are. So either from the bottom to the top or the top to the bottom, back stitch, anchor stitch at the end. This is going to help our narwhal have that 3D dimension and shape. This is what it should look like, and you're just going to repeat the other side body. Now, you're going to take your right sides together, pin along the center back, and stitch along using, again, it says the whip stitch or the back stitch. You are going to use the back stitch. So remember that X that we mark, that's where we're going to stop. All right, right sides together, good sides together. We're going to use a bunch of pins, pin along the edges. And then we can start our back stitch with an anchor stitch at the end. All right, once you've anchor stitched it, flip it right sides out, making sure you don't have any holes. If you do, don't take all your stitches out, just fix the hole up. Ask me if you need some help. Then we're going to take our triangles and line them up. Put a couple stitches in. This is for our fins, and then repeat on the other side. And we are going to be using the running stitch method, which is the first stitch that we practiced, and stitch using the running stitch along the side. Don't forget to anchor stitch at the end.